My stepmom told me I'd be nothing without her. Now she's begging me for a job. When I was 13, my mom passed away unexpectedly. A few months later, my dad introduced me to Tracy, a woman who, in her words, was going to bring structure to our lives. Tracy was the definition of a control freak. She went from new girlfriend to self-declared stepmom in less than 6 months. She married my dad in record time, tossed all my mom's stuff into boxes, and moved into our house like she owned it. From day one, she made it very clear that I was her responsibility now. Except responsibility to Tracy meant criticizing everything I did, comparing me to her perfect niece, and telling everyone that I was an ungrateful little burden. When I got accepted into a summer science program, she told me, "You think you're some genius now? You wouldn't last 2 seconds without your father's money or me keeping you in line." At 16, I overheard her on the phone saying, "Honestly, once he's 18, I hope he moves out. The sooner I don't have to play mom, the better." So I did exactly. I graduated early, got a scholarship out of state, and never looked back. I cut contact with Tracy entirely. I still spoke to my dad, but kept everything surface level. He was in denial, claimed she was just tough and meant well. Fast forward 8 years, I'm now 26, a senior software engineer at a fast-growing tech firm. I'd worked my way up, started some side consulting, and helped launch a small startup with a few friends. That startup exploded. One day, our hiring manager forwarded me an application for a position we posted, someone in admin and finance. Guess whose name was on the resume? Trace. It was like the universe served me poetic justice on a silver platter. She didn't recognize my name immediately. I dropped my last name and used my mom's, but I recognized her instantly. Same flair, same entitled tone in the cover letter. I called our HR director and said, "Hey, I want to personally handle this one." We scheduled a Zoom interview. The second she saw me, her smile froze. She looked like she saw a ghost. I was polite, cordial, professional. I asked, "Tell me, how do you handle pressure from superiors, especially younger ones?" She muttered, I can adapt." I smiled. "I'm sure you can." After the interview, she sent a follow-up email groveling, talking about how much she admired the company and believed in our mission. She even apologized for any friction in the past and said she hoped we could move forward. I didn't respond. She didn't get the job, obviously. A few days later, I got a message from my dad. He asked why I humiliated Tracy and held a grudge over teenage drama. I finally told him everything. The way she treated me. The real reason I left so quickly. He didn't reply, but a week later, he showed up in my city alone, quiet, apologetic. He finally saw it. Tracy's reign was over. Turns out, the woman who once said I'd be nothing without her was now unemployed, broke, and desperate for anyone to give her another shot. And me, I didn't have to scream. I didn't have to seek revenge. Success spoke louder than she ever did, and that silence was the sweetest part of all.